Hello everyone, my name is Angel Pirela Productions and welcome again to another Q&A video. Man, I never thought I could reach this far. Like, really, it became a record since my subscriber usually happens finishing the year. But yo, I reached it for half a year. Almost, and I seriously cannot thank you guys so much for the greatest support you gave me throughout this month. Now then, before we begin with this Q&A, I want to clarify a few things. Number one, first we're gonna start with the questions that are related to my YouTube channel and questions that are outside of YouTube. 2. After that, we have 2 different topics to answer these questions, those being Thomas and the Blue Hedgehog and Edward and the Little Blue-Haired Girl. And finally 3, I want to warn you that I mostly swear things, so if you don't like swearing then you can mute this video or you can cover your ears or ignore it. And if you're a child that is watching this video, then don't do it. But if you are a parent that has your child with you and at the same time watching this video, then still don't do it. Alright then, with that out of the way, this Q&A will start right now.
Jack the Black Shifty Thudius asks, what do you think about when you're thinking of ideas?
It really doesn't take me that much to get an idea for a new video, but that depends if it is a remake, a music video, line video, etc. But if it is something really big that you really want to think and make at the same time, then it takes much more time to do that.
Do you like beans?
Yes, I do like beans.
Dillian Train Studios asks, when did you get interested in Hilda?
Ooh, that's a good one. The reason why I got interested in Hilda was because I watched the music video of her ending credits theme in the style of Thomas. And it was made by the user Demon of Nowhere, also known as before Harwick Ryan Studios.
What's your favorite Thomas character?
I had a few of my favorite Thomas characters, but if I have to choose one, then that would be Edward, because he's a Chad and his theme is popping. Just look at this. Look at this dude. Hey, hear his theme, like, here and now. You can see why he's my favorite.
Miller era or Brenner era?
Definitely for Brenner era.
What's your favorite episode of Thomas and Friends and Hilda?
My 3 favorite episodes from Thomas are Old Reliable Edward, Cranky Box, and Edward and Gordon. And my favorite Hilda episode is The Deer Fox. What a good episode.
TC Studios asks, will you ever think of adapting Soda Fallout, Soda Dark Realm, Soda Mist or any Thomas and Friends are you?
If I remember well, I think I did a Soda Fallout video, which is a rollout remake of Jane's Passing Through, originally made by Timber Thunderbolt and also known as his Twitter user, Frogs. I was also thinking of adapting the Brendam Bay Blast scene, and in fact, a new Runaway theme instead of this one. This one sucks. And by adapting other Thomas AUs like Soda Dark Realm, Soda Mist or Soda DK, no thanks. I prefer doing mostly solo Fallout stuff and those other AUs. They're not bad, it's just that I don't feel like it to remake those, you know.
Favorite Milky character?
Twilight, Sunset Shimmer, and Starlight.
What do you ever plan on remaking next?
Remastering that one discussion scene from Gordon and the Famous Visitor that I made back in 2021. It was bad, by the way.
Who is your favorite character from Thomas?
Again, it's Edward, because Chad.
Favorite and least favorite Thomas fan films and series?
From favorite Thomas films, Tobias and the Hope Period. And from least Thomas films, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's the Henry origin story. The reason being is because it didn't give him that much attention. Yeah, I'd be really honest. From favorite Thomas series, Drax to Big Adventures. And from least, none.
Engine Boy 53 Productions asks, which Thomas characters do you think deserve a character arc or backstory?
In my opinion, I think Rosie could have a backstory, since her basis is made in the USA from a S100 class. That will be cool though.
Favorite Sonic female characters?
Amy, Rouge, and Blaze.
Top favorite multi-film episodes?
I don't think I have any top favorite episodes, but the only favorite episode that I love is Cosmomania, because I like how the main five, excluding Twilight, scream the hell out of it. Okay, so the next two questions are both related on how do I make music.
The Amazing Gamer 111 and Tom Tank Productions asks, what software do you use for your music and how do you do it?
The music software I use is Mixcraft 9. And how do I make it sound, you ask? Well, using a VST instrument, also known as Visual Studio Technology, called TX16WX, which I used for my Season 3 at 7 recreations and remixes. And for the Season 1 at 2 instruments, well, they're just simple instrument files. Again, if you want more detail, then DM me on Discord for more.
Super Sharky Brothers asks, favorite Sonic game?
Sonic Unleashed, Sonic Forces, and Sonic Mania.
The Magic Railroad Studios asks, who are your favorite Hilda characters?
My favorite characters from Hilda are Hilda, Frida, Johanna, Twig, Kaiser, and Alpha.
What are your favorite locomotives?
Furnace K2s, A3 Pacifics, Black 5 LMS, and LBSCR E2s.
What are your thoughts on the new 2022 wooden railway?
Honestly, I think it was a really good decision to bring back the quote-unquote wooden railway that we all love. And besides, the new look looks very impressive. It's a good idea.
Are you excited for the new Pixar Cars Disney Plus series, Cars on the Road?
I already watched the trailer and I gotta say, that's pretty good in my opinion.
Jack the Blue Panty Tank Productions asks, what made you inspired on making audio stories?
Obviously, the Thomas and the Blue Hedgehog audio stories.
Wasn't a bit raw on doing a few thumbnails including making videos, lines, and maybe art sketches?
All of them it said thumbnails, cause we're not really rough enough to make them. But with the rest of them, yes, it's really rough.
Choco S. Favorite Hilda character?
As I said before, Hilda, Frida, Johanna, Twig, Kaiser, and Alpha.
Do you prefer hitter background music or nitrogenal background music?
I prefer the hit era music rather than the nitrogen music, since the hit era ones are much more easy to make on Mixcraft. You know, for some recreations.
What made you got the idea to make your OC engine?
I hadn't got any sort of idea of making my OC, I just make it because why not? But the only idea that I had was giving my OC a Hilda-ish face so that it could look more accurate to my OC.
Favorite Thomas the Tank Engine game?
The Sega Genesis Thomas the Tank Engine game and the Hero of the Rails Wii game.
Head Train 2021 asks, who is your favorite Thomas character?
Again, it's Edward.
What do you think would happen if you uploaded more? No offense.
If I upload more videos, then my brain will literally have a mental breakdown. No, seriously, it will literally have a mental breakdown. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. But for real though, my videos could possibly have lower views from the tons of videos I upload.
What made you like Sonic?
This question was answered in the last Q&A, but I'll say it again so that you can remember. The thing that made me like Sonic was because of Sonic Forces and Sonic Mania. And besides, both of these games have been released in 2017. And by the time I began knowing more and more of Sonic history, his games, and even more stuff, and that's why I like him.
Zebra476s. If you made a Sonic the Hedgehog OC, what would it be?
Oof. Oof, bro. Oh no. Oh god. Oh Jesus. That one is really hard one to answer. If I make or made a Sonic OC, then that would be the Sonic Forces character that doesn't talk throughout the whole game, and then I could customize him or whatever. And no, it wouldn't be Sonic or Tails or Knuckles' bases because it kinda looks uncomfortable for me.
Alexi Homer number 101s. Do you use or have DeviantArt?
Hell freaking yes, I do have DeviantArt. You can follow me there in the link of the description.
So, I've kinda watched your videos of Thomas the Tank Engine Roblox content videos. Have you ever played Trains game?
Sadly, I don't have money to buy trains, unfortunately.
Jonathan the Big Tender Engine Productions asks, why do you like Hilda?
Oh, why do I love Hilda, you ask? Well, that's an easy answer. You see, this show meant a lot to me. From great life lessons to friendship, teamwork, adventure, mother-daughter relationship, the union between two rivals, humans and trolls, the expanded world that was created, to the beautiful sights and scenes that the first thing you say is, wow. And to the charming stories and comfy scenes where you feel like you're at your home when you're with your chimney and her Coco. And to understand that this show meant anything from me and for anyone else who had watched it already in 2022. And while Season 2 aired in December of 2020 and began watching some clips back in March, I realized that this show was so beautiful. That is why I put Hilda on this channel, because I wanted to show anybody of you watching this Q&A know to understand that this show feels similar, just like classic Thomas. That is the reason why I love Hilda so much.